You know that feeling of your heart racing ahead of a big presentation? Or does your stomach churn in a traffic jam? That's stress, your body's alarm system. But what's going on inside? Let's unpack it in a few minutes. Stress is not all in your head. It's a sort of full body experience, and today we'll look at how it affects you from your brain to your toes. Let's start with your brain. At times of stress, your amygdala, the fear center, fires a panic signal. This activates your hypothalamus, a command center of sorts, which tells your adrenal glands to release cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones push you into fight or flight mode. Your senses heighten, your focus zeroes in on the threat, but your prefrontal cortex, responsible for decision making, shuts down temporarily. That's why you might get tongue-tied in a job interview or say something you didn't mean mid-argument. Over time, prolonged stress shrinks the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. Research indicates that individuals with high stress levels have difficulty recalling and learning. Ever blank on a deadline? That's your hippocampus pleading for a vacation. Next, your heart. Adrenaline makes your heart race and blood vessels narrow, increasing blood pressure. That's helpful when you're escaping a threat, but when stress sticks around, your cardiovascular system pays the price. Studies associate chronic stress with a 50% increased risk of heart disease. It's kind of like flooring the gas pedal without a brake. The engine may end up overheating. Now, your immune system. Cortisol is an anti-inflammatory at first, but too much inhibits immune cells. This makes you susceptible to colds, infections, and slower healing. Ever wonder why wounds take so long to heal when you're stressed? That's because stress hormones redirect energy from non-essential processes, such as immunity. Let's talk gut health. Stress causes blood to flow away from digestion and slows it. This results in cramps, bloating, or diarrhea. But it gets weirder. The gut and the brain are linked through the vagus nerve. Stress throws gut bacteria out of whack, and gut bacteria make 90% of your serotonin, a mood-stabilizing hormone. It's no surprise that stress results in stomach aches and anxiety spirals. And what about those late-night junk food binges? Cortisol is instructing your body to go into storage mode, making sugary, fatty foods impossible to resist. Your muscles tense up without thinking to help protect against injury. But if the stress doesn't mind, muscles remain tense, leading to headaches, neck pain, or TMJ from gritting your teeth. Chronic pain conditions such as fibromyalgia are associated with long-term stress as well. Long-term stress doesn't end there. It speeds up cellular aging by shortening telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA. One study showed that caregivers of chronically ill loved ones have telomeres 10 years older than their peers. Stress also leads to sleep disruption. Cortisol inhibits melatonin production. You guessed it. Much of this is compounded by more stress. Poor sleep feeds irritability, forgetfulness, on and on. But the good news is you can relearn your stress response. Start with breathing. Try the 4-7-8 method. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 7, release it for 8. This engages your parasympathetic nervous system, slowing down your heart rate. Another game changer is exercise. Exercise burns off the surplus cortisol and helps release endorphins. Even a 10-minute stroll alleviates stress. And don't skimp on sleep. Get 7 to 9 hours. Establish a twilight time. No screens, down lighting, and perhaps a mindfulness app. Small tweaks add up. Laugh more. It reduces cortisol. Tune out the news or social media every day. The worst of the two is bottling it, making the symptoms worse. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, get into therapy. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, trains practical methods for reframing stressful thoughts. Your diet matters too. Reduce caffeine and sugar, which can increase anxiety. Stock up on omega-3s, salmon, magnesium, spinach, and probiotics, yogurt, for your brain and gut. Finally, a little self-compassion goes a long way. Stress isn't a character flaw, it's biology. Be like a friend to yourself during stressful times. Kind instead of critical. Thanks for sticking with me. If it helped clarify stress for you, be a chum and hit the thumbs up on this video, plus follow for more science-grounded advice. Leave a comment below. What's your go-to way to chill? I'm here for horrible kitchen dance parties. What's yours? See you next time.